talk about TA because you said you hit him with the Iverson, the T-Mac. When did you figure in your life that defense was going to be your? Because like what happens in the NBA, man, is everyone sees, oh, like me, I was just a shooter, or you know what I mean, like. But everyone had the game now to get there. Yeah. So talk about your game, like what you had, and when did you learn that defense was going to be like your calling card and your staple?
When I got to Oklahoma State, you know, shout out Coach Sip. Coach Sip was the guy recruiting me at the junior college, you know winking at me and because at the time you couldn't, Paul Sip, that's my man, but you was winking and shit. You know, y'all couldn't talk to us back then. You remember back in the day? You remember back in the day where it'd be like, all right, you're going to have to move that out of the way. I'm hacking this shit in the interview. I'm still playing.
You fouling? That's what you do?
But no, he was wanting to tell me that he not recruiting Antoine Barber. He came to recruit me. Yeah. There was so many colleges there. Everybody. So I'm looking like, all right. I end up going there. And when I got there, first thing I asked Coach Sutton, before I signed my letter of intent with Coach Sutton, was, can I get to the league? I flat out asked him, can I get to the league? And he was like, you listen to what I say and you play hard on the defensive end, because the defensive end is what's going to get you there. I like your size. The defensive end is what's going to get you there. And before you know it, bro, I was playing passing lanes, trying to lock anybody up. I'm talking about whoever was in the conference. Man, Coach Sutton just said I can get to the league if I go ahead lock in on the defense. Now, I already know I'm feeling like I'm nice anyway. I'm nice. Now, let's keep it real.
Let's keep it a buck.
I'm nice. I'm a JUCO All-American. I'm feeling that way anyway. And my hood telling me that too. Like, boy, you going to the league. And so when that came about, it was like, all right, damn, he want me to play both ends. And so instantly then and there, I was like, I'm going to play a game within the game and play defense. But I'm my bread and butter is offense. Let's not get that twisted. I was player of the year. I was player of the year. Hold on. Newcomer player of the year. Lead the JUCO, come to the big ranks. Newcomer of the year. The next year, player of the year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. For real. All-American, man.
Well, honestly, though, that says a lot about you. A lot of kids ain't going to want to hear that early on.
Nobody want to hear that.
Especially if you got a bag and you can go to it. The coach tell you, okay, you can do that, but I want you to focus on this, and this is how you're going to get where you're trying to go. Especially defense, because defense ain't easy.
No, it ain't. It ain't sexy, like you said. Like, people ain't signing up for that. People want to.
And everybody can't do it.
No, it's coming here.
Yeah.
You know, stop it, bro. You know that. It's an inner drive you got to gather when competing at a high level. And playing defense is definitely going to be needed when you talking about that's what you want to do. Yeah. And ain't too many of them left in the game today.
I've never seen anyone not be able to get screened.
Yeah.
Get under, get through.
And I mean that. And
definition right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's dead ass. Like, I've never seen, so, like, you found out defense was going to make it for you, right? Especially when you got the league. Was it like film work, or was it just want to? Because I've never seen anyone get screened before. Like that's if you talk to every high level player, D Wade, Kobe, KD, they couldn't shake you. And what you use a screen for, obviously, people at home is to get an advantage. They never got an advantage screening you. So what was it? What is it? Film? Was it just
combination of heart?
Yeah, you're right, UD. But the film aspect, I think the film never lie, bro. You look at film, and half of the league, the whole league is pretty much running the same play.
Yeah.
Back then, they was running pin downs, flex screens, and
wide pins.
Wide pins. You know what I'm saying? You had bigger guys coming to try to get these guys. I know if I did my work early, stayed on your hip, and seen when the pick come, sometimes I get so tricky, bro, with this. It's be like, okay, the pin down coming. I'm going to act like I'm going to shoot the gap. So the pick going to go over a little bit. Now I'm going to stay with my man. And now I got the steal with my left hand. I'm going to get a steal. We going the other way. I play it down like that on pin down. Then on the mid pick and roll, I already know if I could get my shoulder above his shoulder, why this guard coming into his weak hand? Because we sending them weak every time. Right hand or left hand. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people in the world probably don't understand this lingo. It's a fraternity lingo, so you gotta understand it. But I never let my shoulder get hit. And I would do the same thing on the mid pick and roll. Sometimes you think I'm about to go over, but no, you a pick up, I'm going under.
I'm telling you,
it's get through, bro. Ain't nobody better.
It's making me laugh because when I played with him, it was like sheer joy watching him play defense because the way he's talking right now is the way he played it. Like, it was like that. He was fully bought in, but he was so funny when he was doing it too. Because you let him know we got it too. And he yelled out first team. That's crazy.
And I really believed our first team, bro. Shooting for a defensive player of the year, trying to market, because I started understanding, okay, a lot of this is starting to come brand stuff now. I started seeing it's slowly developing into that. And one thing that I did was, bro, I used to go to the referees right before the games, shake their hands. How you doing, sir?
You guys have been a salesman since he's 14.
First team all defense.
No, he didn't.
So it get to the point, bro. It get to the point, Danny Crawford and them folks looking at me, I already know.
Boy, you smart.
First team all defense. So now by the time it's time to scrap up, man, listen, dude already know how I'm coming. I told him for the game, I'm physical tonight.
Man.
First team time. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know that if you just get a feel the rest before the game, and save you some money too. I'm saying, because I never got no text from no referee.
He said, hey, Tony Allen, first team all defense.
First team, all of them. You see all of them. It'd be funny when I be at the front row of the Grizzlies game, and that's the first thing they'll say, first team.
I know.
I'm like, man.
It's so funny.
That's smart, bro.
Yeah, it was big, man.
I love that.
I repped that.
That's one thing I should have took on. I mean, I used to always know the refs' names. I used to speak to the refs, but I never got in the part where I was, speaking it into existence. You know what I'm saying? And all throughout my career, 20-year career, I might be not first team, but I should have been on one of them defensive teams.
For sure, for sure.
And when they had to come, it was the same thing. And
No doubt.
Different way. I wasn't a guard, but the same kind of competition. But that's sharp, my boy.
Yeah.
That's sharp. Well, you was on to something early.
Talk about your days in Boston and win that championship with Boston.
Well, in Boston, I gotta say, man, I learned a lot. I learned how to be a professional. I had my younger, wilder days. You know what I'm saying? Being drafted, full of himself. You know what I'm saying at the time, but. At that time coming in, when getting drafted, man, I can't front, man. First day I got drafted and getting there, I was so excited to be with that franchise. I mean, I had already had throwback jerseys of Bird, Paul Pierce, you know what I'm saying? Back then it was throwback jersey time.
Yeah.
So I was really,
Mitchell, that's popping there.
yeah, so I was really in tune. Like, I was really in tune with what Boston was doing as a franchise and everything. Twan Walker played there. Like, he was Cyber Twan, so, it was all Chicago already. Yeah. In the way, and Paul Pierce was basically my favorite player at the time. So getting there, I learned a lot, but it was one of those things where you're gonna have to look up into those banners, and one day they're gonna start to hold you accountable. For you to come out here and produce. Yeah. And so one of the things Doc had always told me, you know what I'm saying, when I got there, he said, look around, bro. He said, you're a rookie, you're on a rookie contract. What's the best way for you to get on the floor? I said, I don't know. He said, well, you need to be doing everything they not doing. Yeah. That's diving on the floor, getting the 50-50 balls, taking charges, being in the passing lane, fast break, you first one through your lane, finishing at the basket and shooting that low clock. I said, hell, that's a lot for a motherfucker not to do nothing. You ain't got one play driven up for old TA. We from Chicago, Doc. What you doing?
You damn sure right. He is from Chicago.
What you got going
damn,
on?
Whole team.
I think I'm finna do some flex too, clear. Ain't none of that.
No.
Man, and
that's
so
crazy.
I learned that early. So I learned, but I didn't take it like that. I took it like I got to be a piece to a puzzle. You see what I'm saying? That's what that term. Everybody ain't gonna shine, but when we shine together and win, because that's what it's ultimately about. And I learned that this league, the league that we from, it respect winning. Winning is the end all to be all.
What'd you learn through that process from Ticket? Because I think, to me, like one thing that was about him, and when I played with you, when I played with you in Memphis, the energy and your presence was contagious. And I never got to play with Ticket, and we talk about Ticket on here, but he was one of my favorites because his stuff was contagious.
Yes, it was.
Like you knew that team, wherever he was going to take on that presence.
Yes. No, exactly.
And I felt like that was the same thing when you went to Grit and Grind. It was like that's what changed that team was obviously your presence and that energy. I thought was contagious. And did you get that from Ticket, or was that just your personality in the first place?
No, you're right. It was with Ticket. It was a combination of a lot of things. But over there, when I played in Boston, we had university. We had
Yeah.
Ticket University.
Yeah.
We had P University.
Yeah, yeah.
And we had Ray University. You go to Ray
Get
University.
some jumpers up.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to get some jumpers up. You're going to go golfing. You're going to understand business.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
pretty funny right there.
You're going to read you a few books. You're going to have you a few books.
That's dope.
Follow Ray University.
Yeah, Ray University.
Enter now.
That's
All
funny.
right?
That's funny.
Then you got P.
Yeah.
Oh, we cracking? What we doing? Who doing it? What we going? You feel me? He just got that type of energy. And still ready to come to compete.
Yeah.
Then you got Ticket. That's Big Lord.
Yeah.
We ain't doing nothing if it ain't. Like, he coming through with that energy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And so when you say the comparisons is to that, man, those guys, I ain't gonna lie, man. I took a piece from each university because when confidence came in play, I done seen my boy P go 4 for 17.
Yeah.
We lose and walk in the locker room. Yeah, I'll get him tomorrow. Yeah, let's go. Come on, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
That's right.
I can't miss too long.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? He had that confidence. Me, on the other hand, I'm looking like, boy, your ass just went 4 for 17. How is you walking around here with a straight face and confident? You feel what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at that. So I'm like, okay, you gotta stay confident. Don't let nothing break you. Stay mentally tough. I took that. Feel me? Mind you, I had to take that because I wasn't no jump shooter. I was cranking them. You gotta figure somebody close out on you and turn around. You know how strong mentally you gotta be.
Yeah.
When they hit the stop, when they like hit the brakes and turn around on you.
Oh man, you ain't gonna close that. That turned to a half-court shot, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I hate that.
And so I took the confidence from P, and then I say with Ray, man, I always like, far as his preparation is like, he'd get there 3-4 hours early for the game. He'd been and took a shower, hot tub, cold tub, read a book, came back so mentally focused on the game, watched the film. I'm like, oh, that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? Whereas in the other years, with previous years, you know, I'll be in there, you know, on my phone, he in the ha-ha about last night. You know, I ain't took one look at once on film on the board. You get what I'm saying? And I like that I gathered that from him. Now, as far as Ticket, the heart and soul part, I got to say, it don't come out like that coming into games. In the games, he got a whole different focus. It's like he gathering it all up. He might sit at his locker for about 5 minutes and just soaking it in. You probably think he about to be a ticking time bomb, right? But in reality, he got the heat pack on his feet. You know, he watching what's on the board as far as plays and things of that nature. He might leave from there, boom, put on his shoes and go in there, hit them squats. He'll get them squats in with the 90 pounds. Boom, go in there, get some treatment, stay in the treatment room, vibe out, and everybody focus. I ain't gonna lie, I took and put it in Memphis.
You did
Like
too.
that was my whole bread and butter because these guys are Hall of Famers.
Yes, sir.
See what I'm saying? These guys know how to win. This how you be a professional. And I ain't had no blueprint to this becoming pro. I had to learn from having these, what we call OGs in the locker room to where, you know, it could show you how you should be moving. You know what I'm saying? Them guys had families. I want to grow a family, things of that nature. I want to follow that, everything that they had going. You know what I'm saying? So Boston, big shout out to Boston, man. That's my heart.
Double down on comfort and elevate your essentials this playoff season with distractionless underwear from Tommy John. It's the breathable, sweat-fighting foundation with 4 times more stretch than competing brands. Keep your head in the game and out of your pants with Tommy John. Man, playoffs got everybody uptight right now. Me, staying calm and cool with my Tommy Johns. Tommy John keeps me comfortable, confident, and cool at all times of the day. So ditch them tight, uncomfortable wedgie huggers that you've been wearing. Get you some Tommy John. Double down on comfort with Tommy John and get 25% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/OGs with promo code OGs. Again, that's 25% off at TommyJohn.com/OGs.
Basketball fans, the NBA Finals are here. The stage is set. The stakes are sky high, and every shot could be the difference between glory and heartbreak. There's still time to get in on the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll take home $300 in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using my promo code OGs. The crown is yours. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right here as they happen. Make watching a game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Pick 6 and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code OGs and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's promo code OGs only at DraftKings Sportsbook.